If you're a beginner lash artist, this video is for you. So I had somebody comment under my post recently, and they pretty much just explained to me that they're confused on what lengths to use for classic, hybrid, volume, and mega volume. And the correct answer is you can use any length for classic, hybrid, volume, and mega volume because these sets are not determined by length, they're determined by diameter. Now, you guys know I come through with the knowledge when it comes to lash extensions, and thank God for TikTok expanding their videos to 10 minutes because this is going to be a pretty long explanation. So first, I'm writing down the different styles of lash extensions we have, which is classic, hybrid, volume, and mega volume. Next, I'm writing down the diameter that these styles use. So for classic, we have 0.10, 0.15, 0.18 diameter. For hybrid, we have 0.15 and 0.07. For volume, we have 0.05 and 0.7. And mega volume, we have 0.03. A lot of students get confused when they see these numbers, but again, these numbers are just diameter. And to break it down, diameter is just the width or the thickness of the lash extension. So with that being said, the higher the diameter, the heavier the extension is, and the lower the diameter, the lighter the extension is. So let's say we compare diameter 0.03 to 0.18. Which one do you think is going to be heavier? If you said 0.18, you are absolutely correct. Now that you have a basic understanding of what diameter actually is and when to use the correct diameter, let's jump into lash math. Lash math is how many hairs go into a fan when working with these diameters. Now remember, we said the smaller the diameter, the lighter the extension. So if we have 0.03, that's like one of the lightest diameters that us lash artists use. You can make a bigger fan because it holds more hairs. And when it comes to diameters, diameter actually goes up to 0.25. I think that's the highest that I've seen it. Not a lot of companies offer 0.25. Usually most companies offer like 0.20 for classics, but I don't even recommend using 0.20s unless your client has really super healthy natural lashes and they're super thick and can withstand the weight of a 0.20. So what I'm doing is showing you how many hairs can fit into a fan using different diameters that equal 0.18. Because again, as a lash artist, our main goal is to keep the natural lashes healthy. So we never want to exceed 0.18 as it can be too heavy for the natural lash. An extension that's too heavy for the natural lash can cause premature breakage. So for 0.07, we have 5 lashes that can go into a fan. For 0.05, we have 9 lashes that can go into a fan. And for 0.03, we have 20 lashes that can go into a fan. Lash math is super important to learn when you are learning about lash extensions because I do have a lot of comments stating that they thought that the bigger diameters like 0.10, 15, and 18 would be used for a thicker set like a mega volume, which isn't true at all. And looking at the lash math chart, you can see why it's ideal to use smaller diameters for thicker sets because you can put more hairs into the fan without exceeding a healthy amount of weight. And just so you guys can understand diameter a little bit more, I'm going to hit you guys with a visual. So we are going to draw a circle. And this circle is going to have an all-around diameter of 0.18, which is the weight that we are trying not to exceed. And I'm drawing out this visual because I know some of you guys are wondering, like, girl, the lash math is not mathing. 0.07 times 5 does not equal 0.18. But this visual is showing you that we do not add diameters together to convert lash weight. Since the base of an extension is generally cone-shaped, what we have to do is find the volume of that extension. The volume is how much space the extension takes up. So pretty much we are figuring out how many extensions can fit into this 0.18 diameter, which comfortably is 5. So that's why for 0.07 diameter, 5 lashes can fit into a fan that equal 0.18 in lash weight. And then again, I'm just really quickly showing you guys another example with 0.05 lashes. So obviously 0.05 has a smaller volume than 0.07. So we are going to be able to fit more into that circle. And into that circle, we can fit up to 9 lashes comfortably, which does not exceed the weight of 0.18. Please, please, please feel free to write this information down in your notebooks, copy the visuals if you have to, and rewatch this video as many times as you need, because as a beginner lash artist, learning this type of information is what's going to set you apart from different lash artists when it comes to your knowledge. And if you can showcase how knowledgeable you are to your clients, trust me, they will be coming back. And taking it back to the different styles of extensions, I'm going to give you guys some visuals of those as well. So remember that since the extension is so heavy, we can only use one extension of 0.10, 0.15, or 0.18 for classics. This is what a classic looks like. Just one extension on one natural lash. Now for hybrid, it's a mix of 0.15 and 0.07, meaning that we're going to be using classic lashes and fans. Typically, most people do 50% classics and 50% fans. So as you can see, for a hybrid set, you can place your classics first, and then you can go in with your fans. So again, do 50% classics, and then whatever is not lashed with classics, lash with fans. And we're using 0.07 for our diameter because you still want a hybrid set to be light and airy. So it's fuller than a classic, but less than a volume. Moving on to volume, the diameters are getting smaller, which means the set is getting thicker. Generally speaking, you can mix 0.05 and 0.07 for a volume set. However, I usually just like to use 0.05. Unless the volume set starts looking like a mega volume, then you know you need to start adding in 0.07s to make sure that it doesn't become too thick. With that being said, a volume set uses fans throughout the whole entire set, so this is what it would look like. Now moving on to mega volume. So for mega volume, we are still using all fans throughout the whole entire set. However, we are using a lighter diameter so we can make thicker fans. And if I'm giving you guys knowledge like this for free, just imagine what else you can learn in my ebook. Our $28 lash course is 100% online, CPD accredited, and you get certified. And did we mention that we're now accredited with the Better Business Bureau because we take pride in our customers and students?